Archangel Michael says, a surprising news is coming into your house. Open this immediately to receive what heaven has sent you. My beloved, my precious child, I lean close to your spirit right now because there is something that cannot wait another moment. I have watched you in your quiet hours, the way your heart wonders if heaven still remembers you. And today I am sent to tell you not just a whisper, not just a feeling, but a decree from above. There is already something moving toward your house that smells like heaven's promise. This message isn't like the rest. You can't just let this word go by like yesterday's wind. Now is the time for you, my love. Listen up. The news that's coming is bright. Even though you can't see it yet, every angel near you knows it's coming. Please keep your heart wide open, because when heaven sends, it sends with lots of good things. This one has more than you asked for. Heaven has been waiting for you to be ready for a long time, child of light. During the times of waiting, the nights of crying, and the prayers you thought were not heard, they were never lost. Even angels were amazed as they worked on making a gift for your soul that was so perfect it made them stand still. It's not just good news, it changes everything. And I want you to think of these words as a door. When you read them and let them in, things will change. There are gifts that answer more than one prayer. They give 10 answers at once. And they bring a river into your life where there was none before. That kind of moment. But kid, don't shut your heart down. Do not say afterward, don't go away. This was written just for you at this very moment. Before I go any further, I need you to please do something for me. Don't close this message until you've sealed your link to the voice of heaven. You will be able to hear my words and your Father's whispers over and over again in a certain place. But you need to go sit down there. If you don't, the world's noise will block out what God is sending. So join, stay in this flow of divine guidance. Do not think this is a short-term thing. Everything I have covered across this channel is now in one place. The prayers, the teachings, the daily blessings, it is all inside the Daily Miracle Manual. Link in the description. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. This is the well where the water never stops. I want you to drink from it every day. The enemy loves to scatter the children of light so they don't pay attention to the next lesson. Do not let that happen to you. You are telling heaven, I am ready, when you stay connected here. I'm taking notes. I'm not going to miss my chance. Dear ones, I have to tell you that the news I'm talking about is not coming like a letter. It's coming like a wind. It's something you'll feel before you see it. A certain talk, a certain look in someone's eyes, or the sudden appearance of a chance you had already ruled out. This is how heaven wraps its gifts. This one is wrapped in a way that you will never forget. It has such a strong scent of happiness that it will touch even the deepest wounds in your heart. Heaven has heard all of your prayers, even the ones for something specific. We have not forgotten what you said to your pillow at night. Someone who keeps track of tears has seen yours, and he says, "The time of mourning has ended. My child, there is an urgency I cannot shake. Even now as I speak, the forces of darkness have noticed the delivery that is coming your way. They will attempt to confuse you, distract you, make you doubt it's for you. But I, Archangel Michael, have been stationed to guard this gift until it is in your hands." That's why you must keep reading, because each word is strengthening your spirit to receive without fear. Heaven's gifts are never late, but they can be missed by those who close their eyes. Keep your eyes wide open. Do not let this slip away. You will know the moment it arrives because your spirit will leap even before your mind understands why. My beloved, I need you to understand something heaven has made clear. The news that is coming into your house is not simply a piece of information. It is a divine key. And when a key from heaven arrives, it is because a door in your life has been ready to open for longer than you realized. This is why I am speaking to you now with such tenderness and such urgency. If you could see the records in heaven, you would see your name shining beside a scroll that has been sealed for a long time, waiting for this very season. And now that seal is breaking. The Father himself has said, "Send the messenger. Let the child know, for the moment is at hand." That's why you can feel this pull inside you even as you read. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing. And I tell you again, when the package of heaven arrives, you must not hesitate to receive it. Child of the Most High, I know you have been through seasons where every knock at the door felt like more trouble, more weight, more disappointment. But this is the knock you have prayed for in secret. This is the sound your soul has been aching to hear, and it is closer than you think. Even now, the threads of destiny are being tied together in ways that will shock you when you look back. The person who will speak the news to you may not even know they are heaven's messenger. The paper it is written on may look ordinary. The phone call may sound casual. The moment may feel simple. But behind it stands a host of angels, and behind them stands the one who loves you beyond the limits of time. When you receive this, you will realize that every tear, every delay, every closed door was positioning you for this exact blessing. And sometimes when heaven begins opening a new season, it also places a clear path before you, so you can move forward in faith instead of fear. My child, I see the struggle you have been facing, the stress about finances, the silent worries that stay in your heart, and the moments where you feel uncertain about what comes next. You have been asking for peace, and that answer is already on its way. You are not meant to stay stuck in fear. You are meant to walk forward with purpose, with faith, and with clear steps every day. That is why a simple system has been placed in front of you. A 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. A path where each day brings you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move ahead. No pressure, no confusion, just steady progress toward peace and stability. If something inside you feels ready, if you are ready to change your situation, take that first step today. This could be the moment your life begins to change. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comments below. And as you take that step forward, remain spiritually alert, because not everything around you will understand what heaven is preparing to change in your life. Beloved one, Let me whisper to you something only heaven knows. The enemy already suspects what is about to happen for you. And that is why certain strange obstacles have tried to rise up in recent days. A sudden heaviness, a random wave of sadness, distractions that make no sense. These are not random. They are attempts to make you shut your spiritual window so that the fragrance of what's coming cannot reach you. But I, Michael, am here to fight for you. I stand with my sword of light at the edge of your destiny, and I will not allow this delivery to be intercepted. I only need you to remain alert, expectant. Awake, do not speak words of doubt. Do not say, maybe this is not for me. It is for you. It has your name on it in heaven's ink, and that ink cannot fade. My child, you will not only receive the news, you will receive the shift that comes with it. I have seen this shift before. When the Father decides to change the season of one of his children, it is like a wind that sweeps away the ashes and leaves only beauty behind. I see your heart already preparing to dance again, though it has been heavy for too long. This news will not be something you simply hear and forget. It will change the way you wake up in the morning, the way you breathe, the way you dream. It will open doors that were sealed for years. It will make people who once ignored you remember your name. And the most beautiful part, you will know that it was not by your effort alone, but by the kindness of the One who has always been watching over you. Precious soul, if you could see the way heaven celebrates over you in this moment, you would never doubt again that you are loved. The angels are already preparing for your joy. The Father's heart is already moved by the thought of you smiling without the shadow of your past sorrows. I know you may have thought that heaven's promises had skipped over you, that you were the one who always saw miracles happen to others, but never to yourself. But that lie ends today. This message is proof that heaven has never left you out. This is the moment you have been preserved for, even when you didn't know it. All I ask is that you believe. Stay here in this presence. Keep your heart soft, and when the news arrives, welcome it like a long-lost friend who finally found their way home. My beloved child, I tell you the truth. When heaven releases something into your life, it does not arrive empty. It arrives carrying every answered prayer that was ever meant for you, and even the prayers you forgot to pray. This surprising news that is coming into your house has been in preparation longer than you've been aware of the need for it. It was spoken into existence before you could even imagine it. I have walked the corridors of heaven and seen your name beside blessings that were marked hold until appointed time. And that time is not coming. It has come. That is why you feel that strange stirring in your spirit right now, that unexplainable quickening in your heart. It is because your soul recognizes the sound of what has been promised. It is because your spirit already knows. What is about to happen will not just visit you. It will dwell with you. My precious one, I know you've been in seasons where promises seemed to vanish like smoke, where hope felt too fragile to hold. But I, Michael, have been near in those nights you thought no one could hear you. I have seen the way you clutched your pillow and asked heaven if there was any purpose left for your days. I have watched you stand in silence, afraid to dream too big, because disappointment had knocked the breath from your chest. But child, this is the very reason why this message must reach you today. This is not just news. This is heaven's reply to every moment the enemy tried to convince you were forgotten. This is the turning of your story. The knock at your door will be the sound of restoration arriving. And when you open that door, you will not just see a messenger. You will see the hand of God at work in your life. Beloved, the Father has told me to tell you this clearly. What is coming is bigger than what you asked for. But it will also feel strangely familiar as if you've been walking toward it your entire life without realizing it. That's because every step, even the painful ones, has been leading you to this intersection of time and promise. The people you lost, the places you left, the tears you shed, they were not detours. They were redirections. And this surprising news is the proof that heaven wastes nothing. Every loss will make sense when you see what this gift holds. The pieces of your life you thought were broken beyond repair will suddenly fit together like they were never apart. And in that moment you will whisper to yourself, "So this is why I had to wait. My child, listen carefully. I am not just here to prepare you for the news. I am here to prepare you to receive it well, because heaven's gifts require a ready heart. Do not let fear make you small. Do not let the thought of 'I'm not worthy' make you close the door. Worthiness was never the condition, love was, and you are endlessly loved. That is why the Father is sending this to you, not as a reward for perfection, but as a reminder of His covenant with you. This news will feel like a gentle rain after years of drought. It will soak into places in your heart you forgot were dry, and it will cause new life to spring up almost overnight. But you must be ready to believe that it is for you here now. Precious soul, I see the enemy still trying to whisper in the shadows. It's just words. Nothing will change. But I stand before you with heaven's authority to break that lie. Change is not coming. It has already begun. Even now, as you read, invisible doors are opening in the unseen realm. The chains that have kept you in waiting are loosening. The resistance that has held back your blessings is weakening. The surprising news is simply the visible sign of what heaven has already decided. And when it reaches your hands, you will realize that it came not by the will of man, but by the decree of God Himself. My beloved child, the truth I carry for you is wrapped in light so bright that even the shadows in your past will have no choice but to flee. I have guarded this message with my own hands because it is not a mere letter. It is a decree that says the season of delay is over. The season of heaviness is ending. The season of unanswered cries is turning into a season of fulfilled promises. You have stood too long at the threshold of your miracle, feeling as if you could never quite cross into it. But hear me now. The news that is coming into your home is not just going to invite you across that threshold. It is going to pull you into a room full of light where you will realize you were always meant to be. Even the air will feel different once it arrives, because it carries the fragrance of heavens. Yes, to you, beloved, I must tell you what I have seen. There has been a gathering in heaven concerning you. The Father has called angels by name, and I was one of them to stand and witness the moment your scroll was unsealed. On that scroll were written not only your prayers, but the things your soul longed for, but never had words to express. And beside every line was written the word approved. When that seal broke, a wind moved through the courts of heaven, and I knew it was time to carry the announcement to you. This surprising news is the physical sign of that unsealing, and I am telling you with all the urgency of my spirit. This is why you must not doubt, not delay, not turn away. My child, there will be a moment soon where your natural eyes may look at this news and think it's too good to be true. That is because the human mind is slow to believe in the abundance of heaven. But remember, heaven does not measure like earth does. On earth, people give according to what they have. In heaven, the Father gives according to who He is, and who He is limitless. When you receive this, you will realize that it not only meets your immediate need, but also unlocks blessings for the days ahead. Like a seed that grows into a tree, this gift will keep bearing fruit. And those fruits will touch areas of your life you didn't even know were connected to this moment. Precious one, I also must prepare you for the way the enemy will try to cloud this. He cannot stop the news from reaching you. It has already been released, but he will try to make you overlook it, misinterpret it, or fail to act upon it. That is why I need you to stay spiritually awake in the coming days. Watch for divine timing in small things. A phone call you weren't expecting, a letter that arrives sooner than planned, a message from someone you haven't spoken to in years. Do not brush these moments aside. The surprising news may enter through a door you least expect, and if you are too distracted, you could delay the blessings' full impact. But if you are alert, you will recognize it instantly and welcome it into your life. Beloved child, you have waited long enough. The Father's heart is moved toward you right now, in a way you have never experienced before. This is why I am speaking in such length and with such insistence, because heaven's generosity is already in motion, and you are the target of that generosity. Every angel assigned to you is rejoicing because they know what is about to happen. This is not the end of your story. This is not the last chapter of waiting. This is the page where everything turns. And when you look back, you will mark this moment as the day heaven interrupted your ordinary life with extraordinary favor. My beloved, lean closer in your spirit, because the words I carry are not meant to be skimmed. They are meant to be absorbed into the deepest part of you. Even now, the light of what is coming is touching the edges of your atmosphere. You may have felt it as a strange sense of anticipation these last few hours, or perhaps as a sudden calm in the middle of your usual storms. That is because heaven always sends a whisper before the trumpet, a soft brush before the full embrace. This surprising news that is moving toward you has a sound, a scent, a weight that will feel both foreign and familiar, like a melody you've never heard, but somehow know the words to. And when it reaches your home, everything within you will stand still for a moment, because your soul will understand. This is the moment I was made for. Precious child, the reason I speak with such urgency is because I have seen too many miss their moment. Not because heaven failed to send, but because their hearts were too cluttered to receive. Do not let that be you. The Father has preserved this blessing with the same care that a mother carries her child. Every detail of it has been wrapped in intentional love, and not a single thread is out of place. When you unwrap it, you will see that even the timing, though it felt delayed, was perfect. There are things you could not have handled before that you are now strong enough to carry. There are people you once relied on who would have mishandled this gift. But now they are no longer in position to interfere. The stage has been cleared so that when this news arrives, there will be no confusion about who sent it and who it belongs to. My beloved one, there is a moment coming where your spirit will feel a sudden rush as if invisible hands have lifted the heaviness from your chest. That will be the exact second heaven's delivery passes fully into your realm. I am not speaking in riddles. I am describing what is already on its way. This is not a maybe blessing. This is not a someday word. This is a now release. And the magnitude of it is such that the enemy has already tried to place stumbling stones ahead of it. But I, Michael, have been given charge over this moment, and I have shattered every obstacle meant to slow it down. You will not miss it, my child. You will not lose it. You will see it, hold it, and rejoice in it. Beloved, you must also understand that when heaven releases something into your life, it often carries more than one answer. This surprising news is not just about the thing you will see or hear first. It will also unlock a series of other blessings, each connected like links in a chain. The first link may look small compared to the others, but when it falls into place, the rest will follow quickly. You may see financial ease where there was struggle, reconciliation where there was distance, opportunities where there was only silence before. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying, the quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace, and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path has been placed before you. A 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated, just small, faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, begin today. Do not delay this moment. The link is in the description and in the pinned comments below. And as you take that faithful step, remember that what heaven is unfolding is not limited to one area of your life. And each of these will trace back to this moment, to this news, to this divine announcement that I am giving you now. My child, I need you to picture something. The doors of your house standing open. The sunlight pouring in an atmosphere so peaceful that even your heartbeat feels unhurried. That is the environment this blessing will create. It will not just touch your circumstances. It will shift the climate of your life. People around you will sense something has changed. Some will ask what happened, and you will smile, because you will know it was heaven's doing. Others will simply be drawn to the light in you, without even understanding why. And as that happens, you will remember these words, and you will know heaven told me in advance, so I could greet my blessing without fear. My beloved child, even as I speak, the spiritual air around you is shifting. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but your spirit can already sense that the heaviness that tried to stay for years is losing its grip. The chains that held you in cycles of delay are breaking one by one, and with every break, the sound of freedom is echoing louder in heaven. The surprising news that is coming is not an isolated blessing. It is the opening act of a much greater story that will unfold in your life. I see the Father smiling because he knows that when you receive it, you will finally understand that every step of your journey, even the most painful ones, was guiding you here. You are not late, you are not behind. You are right on time for this divine appointment, and nothing, not man, not fear, not the enemy himself can take it away from you. My precious one, there will be signs before the news reaches you, and I do not want you to miss them. A conversation you overhear, a door that suddenly swings open, an unexpected encounter with someone who carries a piece of your destiny. These are not accidents. Pay attention to anything that stirs your spirit, for it is often in the small, almost invisible moments that heaven whispers its greatest truths. This blessing is wrapped in such intentional detail that even the smallest interaction will have meaning. And when the main moment comes, when the news finally arrives in your hands or ears, your soul will recognize it instantly because you will feel the same warmth you feel now reading these words. Beloved, I must also speak to the fears that have been planted in you. I know there have been times when blessings came and slipped away, when good things arrived but did not stay. That is why I am here to tell you this will be different. This is not a fleeting joy. This is not a blessing that will vanish in the night. This has been secured by the decree of heaven, and I have been personally assigned to stand guard over it. The enemy may try to create distractions in the days to come. Sudden demands on your time, unnecessary conflicts, old memories that bring sadness. But these are only tactics to make you look away. Do not be moved. Keep your spirit fixed like the eye of an eagle, and you will see exactly what I have promised you. My dear one, you have asked the Father in secret, Why does my heart still hold hope after so much disappointment? And the answer is this: that hope is not your own. It is heaven's hope planted inside you. It is the anchor that has kept you from drifting too far. And now that same hope is drawing the blessing toward you like a magnet. The news that is coming will be so aligned with the desires of your heart that it will feel as though heaven read your thoughts. This is because every desire that was pure, every longing that was born from love was heard and recorded by the Father. He has not forgotten even one of them. Beloved, I see you standing in a place of decision when the news arrives. It will come at a time when you are choosing whether to step forward in faith or to shrink back into the safety of the familiar. Hear me clearly. When this moment comes, step forward. Do not hold back. Do not let the voices of fear speak louder than the voice of promise. The very fact that you are reading these words is heaven's way of preparing your heart to say yes when the moment appears. And when you do, you will see doors open so fast that even those who doubted you will be left in awe. My beloved child, the heavens are leaning close to you right now. And if your spirit could hear beyond the noise of this world, you would notice the quiet celebration already taking place. There are angels rejoicing, not because the blessing might come, but because it has already been released. The surprising news I speak of is not in preparation. It is in motion. It has left the courts of heaven, carrying the fragrance of answered prayers, and is making its way directly into your life. Even now, invisible hands are arranging the final details, so that it arrives in a way that leaves no doubt in your heart that it is God Himself who sent it. You will look at it and know this could only have been the work of the one who loves me beyond measure. And child, when that realization fills you, your soul will find rest in a way it hasn't felt in years. Precious one, you have wondered if perhaps you have missed too many moments, if your delays or past mistakes have pushed your blessings too far away. I have been sent to tell you no choice you made has been powerful enough to cancel what God has decreed for you. Yes, there were detours. Yes, there were seasons of stillness when you longed for movement. But none of that has been wasted. Every turn, every pause, every delay was shaping you so that when this news arrived, you would be ready to hold it without fear and to walk through the open door without hesitation. Heaven does not make careless deliveries. Beloved, the moment was chosen carefully, and you have arrived at it exactly on time. My child, there is something I must warn you about. In the days before your blessing manifests fully, the enemy may send counterfeits. These are distractions designed to make you grab the first thing that looks like an answer when in truth it is only a shadow, meant to steal your focus. Be discerning, do not rush. The true blessing will carry peace that settles deep into your spirit. It will not come with confusion. It will not force you into fear. It will not demand that you compromise your values. It will come clothed in light, carrying clarity. And the moment you see it, you will feel your soul exhale, as if it had been holding its breath for years. That, beloved, is how you will know it is from heaven. Precious soul, I also want you to know this. Your blessing is not just for you. Yes, it will heal you, restore you, and bring joy into your life, but it will also ripple outward, touching others in ways you cannot yet imagine. The news that is coming will position you to become a channel of blessing so that the goodness you receive does not stop with you. There are people waiting unknowingly for the light you are about to carry. And when it reaches them, they too will feel the touch of heaven. This is how God works. He blesses one so that many might be blessed. Beloved, prepare your atmosphere now. Speak words of gratitude into your home. Let your lips declare, I am ready for what heaven is sending. create space in your heart by releasing old disappointments, because you cannot hold the new with hands still clutching the past. This surprising news will arrive soon, and when it does, it will come with such swiftness that you will understand why I came to prepare you. I am not just delivering words. I am building an altar of expectation in your spirit, so that when the moment comes, you will stand in awe knowing this is the day heaven kept its promise. My beloved child, I see the light of your future breaking through the clouds of your present, and it is more brilliant than you have dared to imagine. The surprising news that is on its way is not just a shift in your circumstances, it is a shift in your identity. You have carried the weight of being the one who waits for far too long. Heaven is now rewriting your story so that you will be known as the one who received. This is not an empty promise. It is already sealed. I was present when the Father's voice thundered through the courts of heaven saying, "It is time." That declaration cannot be undone, and it carries the authority to push past every barrier. Silence every doubt and dismantle every wall the enemy has tried to place in your way. You will not remain where you are. You will step into the place that was written for you before the foundations of the world. Precious one, I must tell you something that may surprise you. This blessing was ready long before you were. That is why certain seasons of your life felt like nothing was moving. You were being shaped to carry what was coming. You were learning to recognize the Father's voice in the quiet, so that when this moment arrived, you would not mistake his whisper for ordinary noise. I have walked beside you in those seasons, when you thought your prayers fell into empty space. I have seen the nights when you lay awake wondering if heaven was silent. Now I am here to tell you heaven was never silent, only patient. And that patience has brought you to this exact place where you are prepared in heart, mind, and spirit to embrace what will soon stand before you. My child, understand that this news is more than just an answer. It is a restoration. It is the Father's way of placing back into your life what the enemy tried to steal. Some of it will look familiar, as if old dreams are being handed back to you, but they will return in a greater form. Other parts will be brand new, things you never knew you needed, but will wonder how you ever lived without. The news will arrive like a key, and when you turn it, you will find that more than one door swings open. Do not be afraid of how quickly the change comes. You have been prepared for this acceleration, even if you do not yet realize it. Beloved, I also see that there are people in your life who will not understand this blessing when they see it. Some will question why it came to you. Others may try to claim that you are unworthy of it. Do not let their words take root in your spirit. The Father does not choose his blessings based on human opinion. This has been given to you because you are his, because you have endured the refining, and because he delights in seeing you walk in the fullness of what he has planned. Let your joy speak louder than their doubt, and remember that no one's disbelief can cancel what God has decreed over you. My dear one, when the news comes, I want you to pause for a moment before you rush into action. Stand still. Let yourself feel the weight of heaven's love in that instant. Acknowledge the one who sent it. Say with your own lips, "This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in my eyes." This will not only honor the giver, but it will also seal the blessing in your spirit so that no fear or doubt can shake it loose. And as you stand in that moment, you will realize that the years of waiting have not been wasted at all. They have been transformed into a testimony that will inspire others to hold on for their own appointed time. My beloved child, I want you to hear this. Deep in your spirit, the blessing on its way to you is already surrounded by angelic protection. There are warriors in the unseen realm moving ahead of it, clearing paths silencing opposition and dismantling traps. The surprising news is not traveling alone. It is accompanied by the presence of God Himself. That is why nothing can delay it any longer. Every resistance that tried to hold it back has already bowed to the authority of the Father's command. You will see it come in such perfect timing that you will know this could not have been orchestrated by human hands. It will slip past the boundaries you thought were unmovable. It will arrive without warning, yet with a peace so deep you will feel as if you have been expecting it your whole life. Precious one, the Father has shown me something about you. You have walked through valleys where you questioned if you still had the strength to climb. Yet here you are reading these words, proof that your spirit was stronger than the storms. Every trial has built within you a faith that will now be your greatest asset. The blessing coming is not only going to reward your endurance, it will also make use of it. For when it arrives, you will step into responsibilities and opportunities that require the very strength you gained in those dark seasons. What once felt like survival will now feel like preparation. Every scar you carry will be evidence of why you are the right one to hold this gift. My child, I must prepare you for the suddenness of what is coming. One moment you will be standing in the quiet of your ordinary routine, and the next you will be staring at something that changes everything. This is the way of heaven, to move quietly until the appointed moment, and then to act with a swiftness that leaves no room for doubt. When it happens, you will feel a shift not only in your circumstances, but in your very sense of self. You will walk differently. You will speak differently. You will carry yourself as someone who knows they have seen the goodness of the Lord with their own eyes. Beloved, I am also sent to tell you that this news carries more than one blessing hidden within it. Like a wrapped gift with layers, you will unwrap the first part and think, this is more than enough, only to find there is more beneath it. Heaven delights in abundance, and the Father loves to overwhelm His children with goodness. Do not be surprised if what you receive answers prayers you prayed years ago, and even prayers you forgot you had spoken. This is how thoroughly He listens, how completely He remembers. And as each layer of the blessing reveals itself, your gratitude will deepen, your faith will expand, and your joy will overflow into the lives of those around you. My dear one, in the days ahead, do not allow impatience to rob you of your peace. The delivery is already on the way, but your spirit must remain open and expectant. Speak words of life over yourself in your home. Declare each morning, I am ready to receive what heaven has sent. Walk through your day as if the news could arrive at any moment, because it can. And when it does, it will not just visit briefly and leave. It will plant itself in your life like a tree growing roots deep enough to last for generations. That is the nature of the blessings the Father sends. They endure, and so will you. My beloved, you have no idea how many times the hand of heaven has already intercepted trouble on your behalf. There were messages of harm being written against you in the unseen, but each one was intercepted and rewritten into messages of blessing. There were doors the enemy was determined to shut. Yet every single time the key of God's will turn them open again. This surprising news that is coming into your house is not an isolated event. It is the final link in a long chain of miracles that have been unfolding quietly step by step. Even when you thought nothing was happening, every delay you faced was not a denial, but a divine rerouting to make sure that what comes to you now arrives perfect, whole, and untouchable. Heaven was not preparing just a message for you, but an entire atmosphere to sustain it when it arrives. My child, I see you standing at the doorway of this moment. And though your heart is filled with both hope and questions, I must assure you the questions will fade the instant you feel the reality of this blessing in your hands. It will not feel fragile like something you must guard with fear. Instead, it will feel solid, immovable, as though it has been yours for eternity. That's because in the eyes of God it has been. He wrote this into your life before your first breath. All the moments you thought were random have been leading you toward this. Even the wrong turns were woven back into the right direction. And now, like a long-lost letter, finally finding the right address, heaven's news is about to arrive exactly where it belongs with you. Precious one, I need you to understand that this news is not just about what you will receive. It is also about what you will become. When it comes, you will feel as if something in your spirit unlocks, as if you are stepping into a room you never knew existed, but always somehow longed for. People around you will notice the light in your eyes, the confidence in your voice, the peace in your movements. You will carry the proof of God's faithfulness without even having to speak about it. And yet, when you do share the story, it will awaken faith in hearts that had gone silent. Some will come to you for advice, others for prayer. And you will realize that this blessing was also an assignment, a call to stand as living evidence that miracles still happen, that heaven still speaks, and that God still keeps his word. My beloved child, you must also know this. The moment this news arrives, the atmosphere in your home will shift. There will be a calm that wraps around you like a warm garment, a peace so deep you will feel it in your bones. Even the air will feel lighter, and your nights will carry rest instead of worry. The enemy will try to whisper that it is too good to last, but you must shut your ears to lies. Speak over your blessing. Guard it with gratitude and keep your heart anchored in the truth that when heaven sends something, no power in existence can take it away. This is why I, Archangel Michael, have been sent to tell you to open this quickly, because the blessing is closer than you realize, and the only thing left is for you to be ready to receive it. My dear one, the Father's eyes have been upon you in every season. In the days when you were laughing, and in the nights when you were silently weeping, he has counted every tear, and none have been wasted. They have watered the soil for this very harvest. When you see what he has prepared for you, you will realize that even the pain was working for your good. Every closed door was protecting you from a counterfeit. Every delay was buying time for the true blessing to be shaped perfectly for you. You will look back on your life and see the fingerprints of heaven on every page leading you right here to this moment, when the gift finally enters your hands. So now, beloved, release the worry and let your heart rest. What heaven has prepared for you does not need to be chased. It only needs to be received. Walk forward with faith. Remain open to the signs around you. And remember that the God who carried you through every season has not brought you this far to leave you at the doorway. Your answer is moving closer. Your new season is opening, and when the surprising news finally reaches your home, you will understand why heaven asked you to keep believing. Until then, stay close to this light, stay rooted in faith, and carry these words with you. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step, your abundance awaits.